The drama surrounding the Las Vegas Raiders roster moves in late August 2025 is a tale of calculated risks, bold cuts, and a franchise daring to redefine itself for the upcoming NFL season. With the 53-man roster finalized, the practice squad set, and a blockbuster signing in Amari Cooper, the Raiders are sending a clear message. This is a team built for now, but with an eye on the future. Yet every decision sparks questions. Did claiming Brennan Jackson off waivers unlock a hidden defensive gem? Was swapping Thayer Munford Jr. for Stone Forsythe a downgrade at a critical position? And what does Cooper's return to silver and black mean for an offense desperate to ignite? As the clock ticks toward the season opener, these moves could either propel the Raiders toward playoff contention or expose cracks that could unravel their campaign. This is the story of a pivotal week where ambition and uncertainty collide, set against the frenetic backdrop of August 2025's sports and entertainment chaos. The Raiders' roster cuts were a ruthless display of prioritizing scheme fit over potential. When the team claimed linebacker Brennan Jackson off waivers from the Los Angeles Rams, heads turned. A 2024 fifth-round pick from Washington State, Jackson had a quiet rookie season, 7 games, 3 tackles, 1 pass deflection, but his 2025 preseason tape tells a different story. 4 tackles, 3 sacks, and a relentless motor that screams upside. In Pete Carroll's defensive system, Jackson slots as a rotational outside linebacker with potential to spell Max Crosby and Malcolm Kuntz on the edge. His ability to disengage blocks and disrupt backfields makes him a low-risk, high-reward addition, especially on a cost-controlled rookie deal. Fans see a spark, a player who could evolve into a dangerous pass rusher if deployed right. The claim pushed the roster to 54, forcing a cut, and the Raiders made a shocking choice. Offensive tackle Thayer Munford Jr. was released. Munford's exit hit hard. A 2022 seventh-rounder, he flashed promise over 2 seasons, but struggled to adapt to Carroll's offense. His 2025 preseason was rough, culminating in a sack allowed against backups that led to quarterback Aiden O'Connell's wrist injury, sidelining him for 6 to 8 weeks on injured reserve. That moment sealed Munford's fate, despite his raw potential. To fill the void, the Raiders signed Stone Forsythe, a 2021 sixth-round pick by Carroll's Seahawks, recently waived by the Giants. At 26, Forsythe's 6'8" frame offers intrigue, but his Seattle tenure was marred by inconsistent play, and fan reactions online are skeptical. Is he an upgrade over Munford? The jury's out. Forsythe is depth for now, unlikely to see heavy snaps unless injuries strike, but the move underscores a glaring issue. The offensive line, especially at tackle, feels one hit away from collapse. Facing elite rushers like Joey Bosa or Crosby himself could expose this weakness early. Then came the headline, Amari Cooper's return to the Raiders on a 1-year deal, donning jersey number 19 after a brief flirtation with 17. A 2015 first-rounder, 4th overall, Cooper's first stint in Oakland was a mix of flashes and unmet expectations, with 203 catches for 2,903 yards and 19 touchdowns over 3 seasons. Traded to Dallas in 2018, he became a 5-time Pro Bowler, amassing 701 career receptions for 10,033 yards and 64 touchdowns. His 2024 season, 44 catches, 547 yards, 4 touchdowns, was a career low, hampered by a wrist injury. But at 31, his route-running savvy and veteran presence elevate a receiver room of Trey Tucker, Jacoby Myers, Donnie Thornton Jr., and Jack Beck. Cooper's mentorship could refine Thornton's downfield ball skills, and his chemistry with quarterback Geno Smith, who leads the offense alongside Kenny Pickett, has Cooper optimistic. In his first press conference, he spoke of unfinished business, haunted by falling short of top 5 pick expectations in his early years. His excitement is palpable, but questions linger. Can a player past his athletic prime still move the needle? The 53-man roster brought surprises. Charles Snowden, a defensive end, grinded his way to a spot with a strong preseason, proving his worth as depth. Laki Tassi, a 6'6", 373-pound International Pathway Program rookie, landed on the practice squad, a developmental win with his raw athleticism. Jamal Adams, transitioning from safety to linebacker, earned his roster spot with relentless effort. in camp, a testament to his work ethic. Running back Dylan Lobb secured his place not for offensive snaps, but for special teams value, a niche that kept him over fan favorite Sincere McCormick, who joined the 49ers practice squad. The practice squad itself is a mix of veterans and projects: Alex Bachman, Chris Collier, Terrell Edmonds, Jafari Harvey, Shedrick Jackson, Matt Jones, Trevin Maye, Antonio Maffey, Carter Runyon, Justin Shorter, Trey Taylor, Greedy Vance, Dalton, Wagner, JT Woods, and quarterback Cam Miller. Miller's return is a coup, ensuring quarterback depth behind Smith and Pickett. Tight end Albert Okwuegbunam adds intrigue, while sixth-rounder Tommy Mellett's omission signals the staff's readiness to cut ties with stalled projects. The roster's strengths shine at tight end. Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, and Ian Thomas form an elite trio, and linebacker, where Cody Lindenberg, Jermaine Pratt, Devin White, and Adams bring versatility. The defensive line, anchored by Crosby, is solid with Adam Butler, Jonah Lalu, Tyree Wilson, and Kunze, but the secondary, Q Blue Kelly, Darian Porter, Jeremy Chin, lacks proven consistency. The offensive line remains the Achilles heel, with Forsythe's untested presence amplifying concerns. These moves reflect a philosophy of fit over sentiment, echoing the chaos of August 2025's broader sports landscape. Chelsea's $40 million signing of Alejandro Garnacho and Tottenham's $51.8 million Xavi Simons deal shake the Premier League, per The Guardian and Transfermarkt. Newcastle's $85 million Nick Woltemade buy counters Alexander Isak's $130 million Liverpool push, while AC Milan's $30-40 million Christopher Nkunku grab fuels the frenzy, per Fabrizio Romano. In hip-hop, Lil Meech's accusation that Rick Ross scammed $120 million from the BMF empire, escalated by 50 Cent's jabs, mirrors the Raiders' high-stakes gamble. Are these moves enough to make the Raiders contenders? Jackson's pass rush. Potential is a steal, but the tackle swap feels shaky, risking exposure against top defenses. Cooper's return boosts the offense's floor, but may not restore his Pro Bowl ceiling. The roster balances win-now talent with developmental depth, but the offensive line's fragility could be its undoing. Raider Nation, what's your take? Is Brennan Jackson the next breakout star? Did the Raiders fumble by cutting Munford? Can Cooper and Smith spark a playoff run? Drop your thoughts below.